Hey gamers, Ethan Cito here on the Total War plugin test server. Oh, you'll probably notice that I've come down with a bit of something that I'm not entirely sure what it is. I started a new job and the person I'm working with has been coughing on me for a week straight, so I think I got whatever it was that she had. You may also notice that we're not going full screen for this video because uh, basically I tried to record the display and I recorded like a half an hour long video, and I found out that every time I went full screen it just froze because apparently OBS recognizes full screens as a separate display on my laptop, maybe because it uses Linux. I mean, gosh, who uses Linux anyways? What a bunch of nerds. Um, so I thought to myself, well, I can just record both instances of Minecraft, because it lets you record games and you can put multiple recording elements. And so I tried to do that, and then every time I clicked record on the second instance of the Minecraft, OBS just crashed. So apparently, OBS for Linux has decided to restrict me to only one screen, and I can't make it full screen. So today you're going to get to see this monstrosity right here, and I'm going to hope to goodness, yeah, it does look like it works. Okay, we're good. I'm going to subject you to this monstrosity real quick, and don't worry, I got some cool stuff to show you that will probably make up for what I'm about to put us both through. Both, more like all of us. Okay. So, I've been working on a couple things in the past month or so, and I didn't I didn't redo the setup from last video, so don't look at that. First, we're going to talk about the new and improved tribe map. So I'm going to give myself some diamonds really fast, maybe like 1,000, just because I'm so cool. And then I'm going to do tribe fortify, and we're going to fortify these blocks right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how I get these confused. Fortify works when you place a block. Actually, let me just remind you. So when you place a block in fortify mode, then it puts a protection on it. If you want to put protection on blocks that have already been placed, then you do tribe reinforce like this. Oh yeah. Okay. Now let me just make a tribe name because I claim these privately, but I also want to claim them as a tribe. So we're going to create the Big Nerd tribe, and then we're going to do tribe Big Nerd reinforce. Oh, my bad. I turned the mode off. Okay, so now we're claiming to the Big Nerd tribe, and you'll notice that I'm claiming below, which might confuse you because, the tribe map is just two-dimensional. So why on earth would I be claiming below me? And I'm going to switch over to the alt account and throw her some diamonds so that she can reinforce some blocks over here. There we go. Okay. So now I know you guys are probably dying to find out what's going to happen. And my laptop is also dying because I have 20 things plugged into it. It's currently like 1,200 degrees. The keyboard is burning my hands. Tribe map. Here we go. Isn't that awesome? Look at all of the super cool things I implemented. You can see the Y level that you're at, and it's accurate. See, Y76. That should be like enough to convince you right there. Next thing, you get this super cool compass over here, and you're probably like, well, Ethan, why would I want a compass? And well, it points north, and I accidentally spoiled another feature. We have hover text, and so that's you, and you know that this way is north, and then all the other colors, are those reinforcements. So that was the private reinforcements that the alt account did, and these are the private reinforcements that I did. And you can tell, you're looking that right now we're looking south, but the map is oriented with north facing up. But what if you don't like that because you want to look south and you're like, I want south to be the new north? Then you just go over to the compass and you click it, and bam, it's been rotated. And you'll notice, if you're a geometry nerd, it's been rotated exactly 180 degrees with no errors. And you can also do this for east, you can do it for west, you can do it back to north if you want. So you can reorient the map in any direction that suits you, and it'll show you the blocks like that. Now, the next big thing is, you'll notice that there's a bunch of numbers down here. Well, maybe if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that we're at Y76, and that the number 76 is the median. That means the middle number for you not so big nerds. And it kind of spreads out in either direction. Basically, this is a page system so that you can page up and down on the map. So you'll see that's the block right here that we put down first that I fortified. And then if we take a look at 75, you can see the ones that were claimed by the big nerd tribe are on the block below us, because again, we're on 76 right here. And the compass also works, it remembers which page you're on, so you don't have to worry about trying to reorient and get sent back to the wrong page. We got you. So yeah, pretty cool, I would say so myself. I think this is going to really help, because I know one of the big complaints with the original version of Citadel is that it's hard to tell if you have everything reinforced unless you go around checking every single block. But with this, you can basically walk inside your house, you can do the map, and then you can just click up to your ceiling, and you can click down to your floor, and just by doing it in one spot for 10 seconds, you can see if you have all your walls claimed. The flip side is that everybody else can do that to you too, but I mean, all's fair in love and war, right? So anyways, that was the tribe map command, and the next one on the list, not a command, but the next feature that I've been working on for a while, I'm going to have to spawn in some more stuff. First, we're going to need a crafting table. Basically, it's called a Bastion. If it's modeled after the plugin Bastions, which is a companion plugin to Citadel. Basically, one of the other... It's so hard to type and talk at the same time. It's... give and crystal, okay. One of the problems with the Citadel plugin is that it protects blocks from being broken, but it does not protect land against having blocks placed on it. So somebody can come to your house and they can build an obsidian cage around your house, and then they can reinforce that, and then good luck getting in or out of your house ever again. So we need a system to prevent people from doing that to each other, and to prevent people from lava casting, because that was another big thing. So basically, I made a recipe. This is subject to change, but unless I have a reason to, I'm not gonna. You make it like this, and then you're gonna want to put it down, and you reinforce it to activate it, because if it's not reinforced, it doesn't have an owner. So you can reinforce it either to yourself privately, which is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I forgot to put tribe reinforce on. So when you reinforce it, you open up the super cool Bastion menu, and you'll notice that there's a fuel deposit, and there's upgrades, and I guess right now we'll go over the fuel deposit. So basically, I guess first things first, I have to explain the basics of what the Bastion does. So, if it's privately reinforced, then anybody who is not the owner of the block, being me in this case, they are not allowed to place blocks, and they are not allowed to claim blocks in the radius. I think I implemented it for placing blocks. I don't think I've implemented it for claiming blocks yet. Well, that's like one of the last things I have to do. I've actually basically almost finished this thing. So next up is the fuel. Basically, in order to keep resources scarce, because people tend to stockpile large amounts of resources and they get so much that they can't possibly spend them all, and they get bored and there's no trade and there's nothing to do anymore. So basically, in order to protect your land, you have to constantly put your resources into it to fuel it. And the fuel also is important for upgrades, because as you get more upgrades, your Bastion will burn more fuel for the more upgrades that you have active. So it doesn't exactly, I guess it increases the resource burden, but not to like a massive degree. You know, if you want to trick out your Bastion, or if you want to get a ton of Bastions, then, you know, you'll have to increase your resource input. And it kind of, I guess it like size limits people unless they decide to do like trading and stuff, which is what, you know, we want a good economy on Total War. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about all of the cool things that the Bastion can do. Here's how you deposit fuel. You put your fuel right now. I just have it set so that diamonds give you fuel. And then you click confirm and you'll see it adds fuel. If you put something that's not fuel, it won't add the fuel. If you put something that's not fuel and something that is fuel, it'll eat the fuel, and that'll be safe. And you can either take it out, or you can click out and get it back, or you can escape and it'll pop back in your inventory or on the ground. I've tested it out. Check this out. Actually, I'm proud of myself for realizing this. Is that if you like fill up your inventory like this, it'll put everything back in, even if you don't have enough slots, which I guess doesn't make a lot of sense if you don't know the spigot stuff that's going on in the background, but I like it, so I'm going to brag about it. Upgrades. So the first upgrade is called anti-flight. You know, pretty obvious when it's active. My alt account here is going to try to fly. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Well, that's kind of concerning. You know, I think that I implemented some coding changes regarding regarding fuel requirements, and I think I got it wrong. I was supposed to make it so that if the Bastion doesn't have fuel, then, you know, the power doesn't work. But maybe I made it so that if the Bastion does have fuel, the power doesn't work. Or maybe, oh, you know what, actually. Ah, I get it. Sorry, so it's a thing to do with the Bastion priorities. So because these Bastions are over here, and they don't have any fuel in them, I forget which one is actually the main one. Basically, the way the plugin works is that the oldest Bastion that you're within range of is the Bastion that affects you. So I just need to put I just need to upgrade all of these and turn them all on at all the Bastions, and then we can be sure. Okay, I feel like this is the one because it's got all the upgrades already. So now, there you go. You see, now you can't glide inside of the Bastion radius if you're using the Elytra. And so we're just going to hop in creative real quick, and we can show you what it looks like to be someone with an Elytra who's flying into the death zone. So let's say you're attacking a base and you're like, I'm gonna fly and attack the base. Oh no, Bastion radius, bam. You just exploded into a kajillion pieces and now you're dead, and it's all because of the cool Bastion upgrade. And you might be wondering, like, Ethan, why would you make it so that people can disable flight for their enemies in their town? Like, doesn't that hurt the raids and stuff? And I say, you know, the way the meta shakes out in these kinds of servers is basically, people build underground bunkers to avoid people with elytras from flying in. Because if you build like a medieval castle, like a village that looks like that, okay, and you put some walls around it, and you think, oh yeah, I'm so safe. Well, guess what? Somebody's going to get an elytra, and they're going to fly over your wall, and then your wall's useless. So, by having one of these anti-flight zones that, by the way, only affects non-members, so members of the town can still use elytra inside it, you can basically allow yourself to have an above-ground city that is not going to immediately have its defenses bypassed because, again, they can't fly over it, they can't build over it because you can't place blocks on the default bastion, and you can't, it'll take them a while to break through, right? That's the whole point of the wall. Once you reinforce it, they have to break it a bunch in order to get through. And then you might be wondering, oh, but Ethan, there's still like ender pearls. What about that? Well, that is the next upgrade is anti-teleport. So if we go back on our alt here and we grab an ender pearl and we grab some chorus fruit, let's just toss the pearl. You'll notice you can't teleport inside the bastion radius. And the way this works is that it's basically if the ender pearl is going to teleport you inside of the radius, then it's canceled, and you lose the ender pearl. However, if you're inside the radius and you're teleporting outside of the radius, it will work. So you can teleport here, but you can't teleport in there. You see? That's how that works. And it works the same with chorus fruit, where if you eat a chorus fruit, I don't think you can... Oh yeah, you can eat it when you're creative. That's cool. But you see, you can't teleport with chorus fruit. It'll just cancel the teleportation. So yeah, if you thought you were going to bypass walls that way, too bad. You gotta siege them, or break them, or let them... have someone let you in, you know, that sort of stuff. And I feel like that'll make the cities a lot more appealing, because they're not obsidian boxes that are sitting at the bottom of the world. You can actually have nice architecture that doesn't immediately get blown up or violated, or whatever you call it. In I don't know. I forget. Anyway, on to the next upgrade. Next upgrade is surveillance. So when the surveillance upgrade is active, I think I might need to turn it on over here as well. Honestly, don't know exactly which bastion is the one. But the idea with surveillance is that whoever is... whenever a non-member is in the place and they look around or they move, you'll notice that they get the glowing effect. And let me just turn around and look at the alt with this account. You can see, if you look at the side, glowing, glowing, glowing. Okay. And if you stop moving, stops glowing. If you look around, or if you move, then you glow. So, I haven't implemented the specific fuel consumption thing yet, but the idea is going to be the more people that are being surveyed at once, the more fuel is going to burn. And then when it's not surveying anyone, it'll burn at a lower rate. And so that basically means that, you know, the more people you're tracking with it, the more expensive an upgrade it is. So that kind of helps balance out that situation. And it'll help you detect raiders who are trying to be a sneaky sneaker and sneak in with their sneakiness. But, you know, if you could get somebody who's got perms to go inside, then obviously members are not affected by the surveillance ability. Let's see, what else? Oh, yes, there's the range upgrade. Obviously, that just increases the range of the Bastion. There's not really anything to explain. It just makes it go farther. Right now, it's 30, 60, 90, so the base range is 30 blocks in any direction. And then 60 blocks if you have the first range upgrade, and if you get the second one, 90 blocks in any direction. And then the final super cool thing that I finished a couple days ago is the experience storage, which I know a big issue with me is that I will get like to level something something like past level 20, and then I'll just die and I'll go back to level 7, and then I'll get to level 20 and it'll happen again. So this is a nice way for you to keep your experience safe and share it with other players. So basically, I guess I need to give myself some levels so I can show you how it works. Let's give me 1,000 points. 1,000 P, no, 1,000 points. So yeah, this is a perfect example. Let's say I'm level 26, and I realize that I am Ethan Cito, and I am going to die in the next 5 minutes because I have 26 levels, and I don't like being at 30 for some reason. So, I say I want to deposit a level into here so that we can at least keep one level safe. So you left click to deposit one level. And then I think to myself, well, if I'm going to die, I'm going to lose it all anyway. So I might as well deposit everything. So then I shift left click to deposit all 1,000. And then, you know, I go la 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 la. I walk around. Let's say I get some experience. And, oh my gosh, this takes way too long. Let's say I got 4 levels. So it's like, oh, look, I've got 4 levels, and I put 26 levels in here, so I'm going to withdraw all my levels. And if depositing everything is a shift left click, then I'm sure you can guess that it's a shift right click to withdraw. And then you would go, wait a minute, I thought I had 4 levels, and I deposited 26, so why do I still have 26 levels? That doesn't make any sense. And then you oh, well, you know what? I think that was a bug with Minecraft, actually. Oh, you know what? Watch this. Watch this. This is Minecraft being silly. This is not me being silly. You'll notice that if we add points instead of levels, then we can deposit and withdraw everything just as normal. And let me do that again, and then we'll withdraw everything. And you see I go up to 28, and we got 120 there. It's because I added levels, and I didn't add points. Minecraft has a really weird, disjointed experience system, but we're not going to get into that. The point is, withdraw, deposit, and also the reason why I just put 14 levels in and only got 28 levels out, even though there were already 24, is that experience levels, higher levels of experience require more experience points to achieve. So obviously, you know, getting to level 28 is harder than getting from level 1 to level 2. Like 27 to 28 is a bigger gap than 1 to 2. And in order to prevent people from abusing that, I made it take, you'll notice it says experience, and it's talking about the experience points. So you can't store the easy levels and redeem them as hard levels later. It just all comes in and out as the experience points that make up levels. And so you can deposit it, you can withdraw it, you can spam it like this. And then your friend could come along and be like, oh, you know, I need to do some enchanting. Okay, I think I deposited it. I'm going to invite Blue Sky to the tribe. Oh, how do I do this? Okay. Big nerd. Wait, no, I claimed it. I claimed it privately. It's okay. You get the idea. What if Blue Sky had the permission to access the Bastion? She could come over here. She could be like, okay, I need a few levels. Yeah, for some reason I only enchant with 3 levels, so I'm gonna go over here and enchant with my 3 levels. And then you can come back and you can be like, okay, I got some more levels. I'm gonna deposit those. Bam, looking good. Keeping a good storage so that everybody's got the enchantments, abilities that they need, and we're not wasting experience. And I'm thinking that maybe if this isn't capped somewhere, then we can make it more fuel intensive, the larger amount of experience that you store, so that, the more experience you store, the more fuel you burn, so that you can't have like literally infinite experience and never run out, because it would require infinite fuel in order to maintain that storage. So yeah, that was Bastions and the new and improved tribe map. Oh yeah, rotating, multi-level, paginated. It's recursive. It does everything. It'll keep you alive forever. And well, maybe not that, but it doesn't cause cancer. That's for sure. And Bastions, and that's all I got for you for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Real quick, I'll just tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be developing in the future. I'm going to be working, the next and final piece of the puzzle is called Juke Alert. And the way Juke Alert works, let me just switch over to Blue Sky, is that you get a jukebox and you put the jukebox down, and I feel a sneeze coming on, but we're going to fight through it. You put the jukebox down. Oh, it's duh. Okay. I grab the jukebox and I put it down. And then it actually detects players in a radius around it, kind of like the Bastion, except the job of the jukebox is to record what the players do. So it'll be like, player opened a chest at this time, player killed other player at this time, player left the area at this time. It's like Core Protect, except it's in a small area and it's used by players. But the really cool thing about this, I mean, the way I told you, you could probably guess. You put some next to your loot room, somebody steals your loot, you can identify who stole your loot, unless they come in and they break your snitch. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. The other thing that we can do, that I really want to do, and that we're going to do, is we're going to integrate this baby with Discord, okay? So you can put down a snitch, and you can link your Minecraft account to your Discord account, and there's going to be a Discord bot, and when somebody who is not supposed to enters in the radius of the snitch, then the snitch is going to ping you and be like, hey, I'm sensing some activity in the area. And then you can be like, all right, boys, somebody's raiding the vault. And so instead of getting online raided, you call all the boys and you log on the server and you have a big battle with whoever's trying to break into your village. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. That's what I'm planning to work on. I really hope that you enjoyed the video and that you like what I'm working on. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, complaints, suggestions, limericks, anything of the sort. Oh my gosh. Also, I think I might be looking for some more staff members. Just if you have any developing skills, or if you're a good builder, or if you know how to moderate. I mean, obviously I love the staff team that we have right now. It's just that we're all volunteers and we have limited time. So I figure the more people we can get to volunteer, it would really help. Because I know all of us want to get and play the bestest version of Total War possible in the shortest amount of time, so that we can spend the longest amount of time playing it. And so yeah, hit me up if you'd be interested in helping the server in any way that you can. Yeah, that's it. Peace out, suckers. This is where I roll the outro, except I only do these in one take and I don't edit, so goodbye.